Shannon Schumann, publisher of The Packer. We're here live on the show floor of the 2010 Fresh Summit in Orlando, and I'm here in the wonderful Crunch Pak booth with Tony Freitag. Good to see you.
Good seeing you, Shannon.
Yep, you've got a fabulous booth set
Thank
up.
you, thank you.
You bet, you bet. You guys are celebrating a 10th year anniversary.
We're 10 years old. We're 10 years old. We had a big party this summer. Our big call line this year was 10-5-1, 10 years, 5 billion slices, which is about what we've done.
It's amazing.
We don't count every one, but one slice at a time. And a lot of the videos that you'll see here in the booth is really about talking about and showing literally people looking at the slices as they come across the line to make sure that they're what we want.
So the industry, of course, has changed quite a bit over 10 years. How have you guys changed along with that?
Well, the industry, when you talk about changing, as little as early as 6 years ago, if we went to Nielsen or we went to Perishables Group or whomever, there was no data. It just was not being captured, and so one, we've been able to, from technological side on the tracking, working with Data Track and different people or the Nielsen people, to get that done. And so now we're able to watch it and be able to monitor it. What we've seen is what we started out. I mean, our first plants were really built to do 1 pound bags, 3 pound bags. Today, over 60% of the bags or the packages that we produce every week, which is about 2 million packages a week is what we produce, are under 3 ounces in size. So the big change that we've seen of late is really the whole snacking category.
Right.
So yes, we still in total tonnage or pounds, however you would look at, the 1 pound bag or 14 ounce bag that we do, there's our family size with a zipper, all of that kind of stuff. That still is the biggest volume. But in just package counts, we see more and more. I mean, obviously it's going into lunch boxes for big kids and little kids alike. So it's not just for children. So we've seen that category grow just very dramatically. And stores, the retailers today are getting much more innovative on snacking categories. And so that's where we see a lot of it going.
Right, right. Packaging is such a big part of what you do. You have to make sure that it fits the needs of your retailers and of course the consumers, and that requires technology to make sure that that's all together. How have you been leveraging technology to do all this fantastic stuff?
It's amazing. When we first started, the whole idea of laser microperforation was really in its infancy. So we've seen that develop dramatically to allow the fruit to breathe. Because we don't nitrogen flush it. We use just ambient air, natural air going into it, so the apple, once you slice it, can breathe. Now we're seeing developments where the bags will adapt to heat changes to allow more breathability during that period versus when it's at 34 degrees. And so that's allowed us, and I think, we really target things. We keep retains, for example, at 45 degrees as well as 35 degrees. Since 45 is probably more realistic at the store level. So our 21-day shelf life is really about 21 days at 45 degrees because that's real world. That's the abuse. Not that that's the wrong word, but it's real world. It's what happens. So we have seen that develop. I think there are things that we're looking at now that are impregnated. The packaging is impregnated with antimicrobials to again keep those microbial counts down, which is one, food safety, which is extremely important today, and also from a technology side of giving the shelf life and the crispness that we want in the product.
You've got such a wide array of products and you've got a great booth to show it off. I noticed one interesting thing this year is you now have a chef.
Chef Tim.
Yeah, so how are you integrating a chef into with your products?
Well, one, we believe that the normal use, or let's say the everyday use, is just eating the apples out of hand. We're developing a whole series of recipes. For example, on our crunchpak.com site, that there'll be a whole series of recipes with pictures and eventually there'll be video that talks about what we're doing and how to prepare it, because we want this to be more than just a snack. So like our 14-ounce bags that we sell, which are great for family, they can be cut up into salads. We're doing them on a salmon with a salmon piece here. We're doing them with brie cheese. So we're trying to just expand the realm as more people, as the reason produce is growing, is that the consumers are getting more concerned about what they eat. So rather than just eat it as just a slice of apple every day, we're trying to expand the realm, and so we'll be developing more recipes. Tim is an incredible chef from all over the United States. He actually is in Wenatchee now, and I'd been trying for 3 years to try to get him to do something, and so we finally got him. But the flavors that he's able to infuse and blend with what the apples is incredible. It's exciting. It's very exciting.
Great. Well, I'm looking forward to trying whatever, magical recipe comes up with.
Well, and every day there'll be something new.
That's
so
terrific.
So we're looking forward to it as well.
Great. Well, Tony, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks, Shannon. It's a
Yes.
pleasure.
Live from the PMA floor, I'm Shannon Schuman with the Packer.